It was a quiet night in the city of Medina. The desert wind moved softly through the narrow streets, and the lamps in the homes of the believers flickered gently in the darkness. Inside one of those homes, a child had just been born, a child whose name would echo through history for centuries. This child was Husayn ibn Ali. His father was Ali ibn Abi Talib, known for his courage, wisdom, and deep faith. His mother was Fatima bint Muhammad, a woman respected and loved by the entire community. But what made this moment even more special was the grandfather of this child, Muhammad.
When the Prophet ﷺ heard the news of his grandson's birth, his face filled with joy. He went to see the child immediately.
The small baby was brought to him, wrapped gently in cloth. The Prophet held the newborn in his arms. He looked at the child with deep affection and named him Husayn. Then he performed a beautiful tradition. He softly recited the call to prayer into the baby's ear. It was the first sound the child would hear in this world, the message of faith. Those who witnessed this moment could see how special this child was to the Prophet. Husayn was not just a grandson. He was part of the Prophet's family, raised under his direct care and love. In the coming years, the people of Medina would often see a beautiful sight: the Prophet walking through the streets with his two grandsons beside him, Husayn ibn Ali and Husayn ibn Ali. They were still small children, but they carried something special within them, and the Prophet knew it.
His name shall be Husayn.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa Allah.
Look, the messenger of God walking with Hassan and Husayn.
How deeply he loves them.
As Husayn grew older, his childhood was filled with moments that the people of Medina would never forget. Sometimes the Prophet ﷺ would be giving a sermon inside the mosque in Medina. The believers would sit quietly, listening to every word. Then suddenly, two small children would run toward him. It was Hassan and Husayn.
The Prophet would stop speaking, step down from where he stood, and gently lift them into his arms. Then he would continue speaking while holding them. The people watched this with smiles. It was a powerful message. Even the leader of the Muslim community showed deep love and kindness to children. One day, the Prophet said something about his grandsons that would be remembered forever. He declared,
Hassan and Husayn are the leaders of the youth of paradise.
Those words spread throughout the community. People understood that these two children were not ordinary.
Husayn grew up watching his father, Ali ibn Abi Talib, learning from his courage and wisdom. At the same time, he absorbed the gentleness and spiritual strength of his grandfather, Muhammad. The young boy was known for his kindness, humility, and strong sense of justice. But life would soon bring great changes. Years later, the Muslim community faced one of the most painful moments in its history: the passing of the Prophet. For Husayn, it was not only the loss of a leader, it was the loss of a grandfather who had loved him deeply.
Strength is not only in the sword, my son. It is in patience and justice.
And the best among people are those who show mercy.
The messenger of God has returned to his Lord.
Medina will never be the same.
My grandfather.
After the passing of Muhammad, the city of Medina felt different. The streets were quieter.
The companions who had once gathered around the Prophet now carried the heavy responsibility of guiding the growing Muslim community.
Husayn was still young, but he was growing quickly. He watched the events unfolding around him carefully. He saw how his father, Ali ibn Abi Talib, continued to serve the community with wisdom and patience. He also saw how his older brother, Husayn ibn Ali, carried himself with dignity and calmness. From both of them, Husayn learned valuable lessons. He learned that leadership was not about power, it was about responsibility. He learned that patience was sometimes stronger than anger. And most importantly, he learned that truth must always be defended, even when it is difficult.
As the years passed, Husayn became known among the people for his character. He was respected not only because of his family, but also because of his behavior. He helped the poor. He treated people with kindness. And he never spoke arrogantly.
Those who met him often said he reminded them of the Prophet. But destiny was slowly moving the story toward a much bigger moment in history. A moment that would test courage, faith, and sacrifice.
When I see Husayn, he reminds me so much of the Messenger of God.
His character, his humility, it is the same light.
The times ahead may not be easy.
But Husayn has the courage and faith to face whatever comes.
The years continued to pass, and the Muslim world expanded far beyond the deserts of Arabia. New cities were built.
New nations encountered Islam. But with growth also came political tensions and disagreements.
Husayn watched these events carefully. By now, he had become a respected figure among the people. Wherever he went, people greeted him with honor. They remembered that he was the grandson of the Prophet. But Husayn himself never sought power or attention. He lived simply, focusing on faith, family, and helping others. Still, the world around him was changing. New leaders were rising. New political struggles were forming. And in the city of Kufa, many people were watching Husayn closely. They believed that one day he might play a major role in the future of the Muslim world. But Husayn did not know yet how his path would unfold. Far away, events were slowly beginning that would eventually lead to one of the most powerful and emotional moments in Islamic history. A place that would later become known to the entire world, Karbala. A place where courage, sacrifice, and faith would be remembered forever.
And the story of that journey was only just beginning.